don't know my name. I don't play by the...
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So my name is Maddie. I work for CTV. If you want to check out our little studio, so this is our studio. I am working with my host, Dane.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. I've always been curious about this with you. You're still a student, right? You're still doing tutoring. Are you?
Yeah, I was actually doing school right now when you called me.
Yeah. What class are you working on?
I'm on algebra right now.
Oh my gosh, I
Which is
suck at
super
math.
I'm so bad at math.
I took one math class in college and I'm like, I'm done. What I'm really curious about is what has been the most challenging part multitasking school and music at the same time?
It's not it's not as challenging as you think it would be. I went back to school last year to a real school, and that made things much more simple but complicated at the same time. I'm back on online school this year.
Nice.
And I don't know, the most challenging thing is people underestimating me, I guess, especially my mom. Because I've got it figured out and I've got a plan in my mind of how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I've taken an online class and oh my gosh, you need that motivation. Without that motivation, it's
so hard. Oh my god.
Yes, okay.
Oh, I'm so happy you relate.
Oh my gosh, yes.
People to me like, oh, online school, that must be so
No.
easy. I'm like, girl, you don't even know.
It's so hard.
I have to make myself do this.
So according to Deadline, you're getting into acting. That's huge.
Oh,
Yeah. So you're going to be a part of Disney's adaptation of Jerry Spinelli's book, Stargirl. And the character you're playing, Stargirl, she plays the ukulele, and she also focuses on staying true to herself. And you resemble the character pretty well. So I'm curious, do you feel like you can act like yourself for this role?
At times I felt like that with the character, and we also did a lot of like B-roll type of scenes where they literally were just like go run in a field. So I just did whatever. For the line scenes, I definitely felt like I was playing a character. I definitely felt like I was acting. So I've never done other movies, but I definitely feel like other movies probably haven't done what Stargirl did. Like, to just throw me somewhere and be like, go be in love with this kid, you know?
Leo is the narrator. He's like, in the book, he pretty much narrates the entire story. Is it like that in the movie as well?
Yeah, it's from his perspective in the movie as well.
Nice.
The movie pretty strictly follows the book.
Really?
Cool.
I'm excited. How have you been preparing that role?
Before the movie, I saw an acting coach before, and we just like kind of got to know each other because she was working throughout the movie, so we were like, maybe we should get to know each other now. There was like, of course, there was like wardrobe and like hair. They dyed my hair.
Really?
Like,
wait, what color?
Brown.
Brown? That's interesting. Do you see a resemblance of your music with this upcoming role?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Stargirl is into the coolest music. It has really cool music in the movie and lots of classics, and it even opened me up to new music because I had to learn that music. It's really cool though. It's not really like Disney music, you know what I mean? It's like cool.
It's like more of that indie acoustic, or is it kind of... Okay, perfect. So I want to get into American's Got Talent. After winning American's Got Talent, what were your first steps into making your first album, Perfectly Imperfect?
Honestly, with Perfectly Imperfect, all of that is kind of a blur. I think it was just like, I won the show, and then they were just like, we're just like, people want to hear these songs from America's Got Talent recorded. We're going to throw you into the studio and you're going to record the songs from the show.
Nice.
And that's pretty much how that one came about. I feel like that was more of just like an America's Got Talent promotion EP. Rather than, because I mean, it really only has the songs from the show.
Did you feel more personal with your second album, Just the Beginning?
Yeah, Just the Beginning was much more of like my personal motivation of like, okay, we're making an album, let's do it, you know, and all of those songs were new apart from the show, which was very nice.
Yeah, like what song did you feel like most personal with for that album, Just the Beginning?
For Just the Beginning, I have a lot of lazy songs that I just wrote. But I also have a lot of personal songs.
What? You're incredible. What are you talking? Oh my gosh.
What?
Wait, what do you mean when you felt lazy? I'm just curious.
Like, you know, it was over like many months of me going to the studio every day, and I was much younger at the time. Well, yeah, I was much younger. I was like not that much younger, but like a lot younger. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
time wise, I wasn't that much younger, but like mentally, I was much younger.
Yeah.
So I was getting very worn down, and I would just like at one point just like write a song, just cause.
I wish I could do that. Whenever I'm like lazy and bored, I'm gonna write a song today. I wish I could do that. That's awesome. Also, you won $1 million after winning America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what was the funniest and coolest thing you purchased?
The funniest thing was definitely a treehouse. I bought a treehouse.
What? You bought a
I love
treehouse?
it so much.
Nice. Why a treehouse?
I don't know. I actually do know. I do know. So on America's Got Talent, they would prompt us with this question of, what are you going to do if you win $1 million? And, right, that's what you would see on TV, but really a producer would kind of ask you the question to make sure you answer right and all this stuff. And so everyone had these beautiful answers of like, oh, I'm going to get my mom into college, or I don't know, buy a new house. And I was like, God, I don't know. I didn't even mean to get on the show.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with $1 million? And so I remember I was 12 and I was quirky and I don't know. So I was just like, I'm going to get a treehouse. And I don't know. When I said that, I'm like, you know what, Grace, that's a pretty cool idea. And I ended up going through with it.
I feel like that's so real. I love that. That's so by treehouse. I love it. Also, you really, really were dedicated to playing the ukulele on America's Got Talent. So why do you connect with the ukulele the most?
The reason I connect with the ukulele is because I'm a very impatient person. I hate learning things. That's also why I like singing, because it just has always come naturally to me.
Yeah.
I hate the piano because I had to learn it. I had to practice it. Anything I have to learn and practice, I pretty much hate. The ukulele I picked it up. It was very easy. I was able to get that validation of learning a song pretty instantly.
I love that.
And I think that's why I've liked it so much.
You just released 2 singles in a month, Youre So Beautiful and Waste My Time. So in your song, Youre So Beautiful, your lyrics really focus on self-image and the way one perceives themselves. Kind of reminder, because people get stuck in their negative thoughts and their perspectives on each other. So what does the song mean to you, and what message do you hope it has to your audience members?
The song means to me admiring someone. That's what I wrote the song about originally. Just admiring someone so much to the point where it's almost frustrating, not really jealousy, but just
you admire them. I like that word. And it's an envy sort of way where you're I want to be you, and I'm don't want to be jealous because I'm happy for you and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's I'm not jealous of you, but I just I know that you can admit it anytime you want, and that fact is frustrating to me.
Yeah.
But to my audience, I hope that the message comes across as a reminder to themselves. And of course, you could apply it to the way it applies to me if that's your life. But it's nice to know that I might make someone feel good about themselves.
Yeah, I love that, because I was listening to it this morning and I absolutely love that song. So it's awesome hearing you say that. And
oh, good.
Yeah, for behind the scenes clip for Waste My Time, can you tell me a little bit more about your favorite part filming that music video, and also the mannequin's boyfriend's arm? I saw that video and I was just I want to ask her this.
Yeah, that video was a lot of fun to make. I think one of the most fun videos to make.
Nice.
And okay, so Miguel, the mannequin.
You named it. I love it.
His name is Miguel, and I don't know, we don't know what happened. You needed to drill in his arm every time, but it kept snapping off, so I had to pull him out of the convenience store by his arm, and we were what are we gonna do, because I was running out of time for child laws. We only had 1 hour left until we legally had to end the shoot. So we were oh my God, we only have 1 hour left, and we need to get this final shot. We had so many more plans beyond what got in the video that we didn't have time for. And Yeah, I don't know. At a certain point, we just like balanced it on him while he was like sitting on the sidewalk so that it wouldn't come off.
Are there any Easter eggs in that music video? Maybe like little things where you're like, I really want this shot in the music video.
Oh, yeah, there are definitely Easter eggs, but like they weren't my idea, so I like don't want to share them because I really
Yeah.
don't want anyone to notice them.
Interesting.
'Cause
Okay.
they're really embarrassing. My friend Blythe Thomas was the director, but she's
Nice.
also my really good friend. So she knows my life and all the tea and the drama.
Oh
So
my
she
gosh.
snuck in an Easter egg without me knowing about my life.
Performance coming up tonight. Dana and I will be there. I'm really excited to see you. Washington's venue, if it's around 900 people in the general admissions room. And I want to know, what's your mindset before performing for different size of audiences?
My mindset for every single show, no matter the audience, and me and my band kind of always tell each other this before we go out, is just we enjoy the show as much as the people watching could. So it doesn't matter if people aren't dancing or if they look bored or if they look like they're not enjoying it, because we're enjoying the show. We're giving the show for us just as much as we're giving it for everyone else.
What piece of advice you have for someone who dreams of becoming a singer and a performer like you?
Don't take it too seriously at first. All things you want come when you forget about them. So be chill. And if it does start coming your way, just always trust your gut and be authentic, because the public and social media these days can smell out prompts and scripts and labels telling you what to do so fast, whether they realize it or not. So just always be real and true.
I love that.
And who knows? Maybe you could be a star.
You could be a star. I love that. This is the last portion of our interview. So Dane and I, we went around campus and we interviewed students to ask you questions.
I don't know how she does it, getting up on stage with like so many people. It's like, I know it's been years since she started, but I get nervous like doing this. So
I just don't look at people. I used to look at the crowd. I don't do that anymore. Terrible idea. Just try to stay in my own world. I just like dance in my room.
What is it like to be so young and have achieved so much musically?
Definitely pressure to it, but it also gives me a lot of peace of mind, because I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm doing well. Just got to keep doing what I'm doing, and whatever happens, happens.
How long have you been playing the ukulele, and do you actually like playing the ukulele still?
Almost 5 years I've been playing the ukulele, which is crazy. And there are definitely times where, that's a good question, there are definitely times where I'm very sick of it and I don't want to play it anymore. There are also times where I love it again and I remember what initially brought me towards it.
Do you like dogs?
Of course I like dogs. Actually, my dog is sleeping right... Do you want to see my dog? Let me show you my dog.
That's so cute.
Oh my god.
It's a pug or bulldog?
Yes.
He's so cute. Oh my god. What's his name?
Frankie.
What's it like after you win? Like the year after, and then like after that, a spike of like popularity and fame, and then it probably just crashes for most people. There's got to be a way to like keep that going.
Sounds like my label. I'm surprised I've gotten this far off of the show. You know, it's kind of hard to be one of those show people and really break away from it and continue doing your thing. And I think there's no way of really telling. If there was a formula to success and fame, no one would have the conversation of strategies to get success and fame.
Grace, I want to say thank you so much for this interview and taking your time to do this. Dane and I are...
Yeah, thanks. You're awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
You're so brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see you perform tonight, and good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, see ya.